Let's make a money flower bouquet for my wife's birthday. I may be a nursing student, but one thing I don't play about is my wife. With school, work, life, and family time, this took me about 3 days to complete, but I got it done just in time.
Y'all know where I've been.
In these streets.
And what I came across was something that is a little bit different than the narrative says about the brothers. What we're going to look at is a video of a brother who took the time to put something together for his wife's birthday. Now, being somebody who is a tradesman, who does know how to weld, knows how to fabricate, who has worked in the industrial field for quite a long time, I understand the concentration and the focus that it takes to build something with your hands. What most people can't appreciate or really may not understand unless they actually take on an undertaking like this is the level of focus and detail that is put into something that is made custom, something that is a one of one. This brother may have gotten this idea from social media. I don't know where he got it from, but I'm just speaking from experience. When you build something, the level of focus and time and care that you put into it is something that should be appreciated. But I think that the real appreciation comes from someone who has the skill set to be able to do those things, because you know the effort that it takes, you know the planning that it takes, and you know the skill set that it takes that often can take a number of years to be able to do. What this brother went out and did is he made a money bouquet for his wife. Let's take a look.
Yes, I could have paid somebody to do it, but my wife, knowing that I did it, made her appreciate it 10 times more.
That boy is good.
The first day of me doing it is me putting all the bills onto the skewers, but I had to stop to go to the LV store before they closed. This is day 2 of me shaping the money so they look like roses. This process took me about an hour and 30 minutes. I'm using Scotch tape because Scotch tape doesn't rip the bills when you take them apart. Day 3, this is me spraying adhesive onto the flowers, and I'm gonna dip them in gold flakes. I chose gold flakes instead of glitter because my wife loves gold, and then also it gives it a unique look, and then it matches the cake that I actually bought her. All these flowers, I actually bought them on Amazon. So for the centerpiece, I chose to do a dozen roses. And then now I'm just adding all the $2 bills around the centerpiece. So this is the first layer. I actually started getting happy, like, man, it's really coming along. This thing look nice. And then now is me finishing it up. It took me a long time, but it came out pretty dope, man. I love doing stuff like this just to make my woman happy. This was me giving her the flower bouquet, and her first question was, how did you have the time? And my answer, for you, I'll always have the time, no matter what.
He had sex with a white girl, that's what.
Oh, was it everything I dreamed of? Good. She had pink nipples, didn't she?
So you can see that the brother went above and beyond for his significant other, his wife's birthday, presented it to her. She looked like she was appreciative of it. And by all means, this brother represents something that is a complete opposite of the credit a lot of brothers get in the narrative that is going on here as of late. Now, y'all know the next part. Y'all know where I went. Right down into the comments. Let's check it out. Becky said, lucky girl. Ooh, you have a brother? It's always disappointing when it's not us being treated this way. Always other. I knew she wasn't black. I want my black queens to get this kind of treatment. Exactly. I took my damn like back. Me too.
Wait a minute.
I wish black men had this kind of energy for black women. Huh. All right.
I have a man, but y'all need to understand, I don't need a man. I want a man. I chose to have a man.
Exactly like I don't need a bitch, but I want a bitch because I want some coochie.
But they never treat black women like this.
For a lot of people in our generation, social media has influenced us to not even strive to have a relationship. You know, that's not even a goal.
A woman does not need a man to survive. She does not need a man to make money. You don't need a man. That's what y'all not hearing.
I'm not looking for a man. Let's start there.
Even the weakest among us are better than the best of them.
The funny thing about when I see these types of comments is the information that's out there. In order for women to get those kind of results, they've been given the formula over and over again. And this is irregardless of any kind of race. They've been given the formula over and over and over again. I even had a video maybe a week or two ago, and I talked about she went out and pursued the type of man that she wanted. The treatment that this guy is giving to his wife does not just come because you are a woman. It is reserved for a special type of woman. It is reserved for a specific and particular type of woman. If you want these kind of results, you need to figure out what it is that the men who do these type of things value, what it is that the men who take the time to learn to do these type of things, take the time out to plan and do these type of things, and the men who take the time out to execute these type of things to present to you, if those are the things that you like. You need to figure out what it is that these men expect from the women that they do these things for. It's not just on a whim. These brothers are not just sitting around like, you know what, she hadn't done shit for me. She doesn't add that much value to my life. Let me figure out something nice to do for her. It don't work that way. It don't. There may be some hope for some of you brothers who are still out there looking. Let's see what this sister got to say.
If you got a good man or you want a good man, it's 3 things you're going to have to control: your attitude, your emotions, and your mouth.
Hold me. I don't want to lose my church. Hold me.
Those things are non-negotiables for good men. When I say your attitude, I mean it. Yes, you could be upset about something, but if you think this man finna chase you and try to pry you open to figure out why you're upset or what he did, he ain't gonna do it. That man gonna leave you alone.
He will. Won't he do it?
Your emotions. You're gonna have to have emotional stability, I'm telling you. Because a man, he ain't finna deal with no woman who always upset about the smallest stuff. He ain't gonna do it. When I say that man will leave you on red, your mouth. You can't talk to that man any kind of way. That's a good man, baby. He know his worth just like you do. And if you think you gonna talk to him and try to tear him down and treat him like he a little boy, okay, all right. Also, within your mouth, you can't do all that fussing, nagging, and complaining. He don't want to hear that. Baby, good men are strict. Whereas you used to having to control good men, baby, they ain't gonna put up with it. And if you really want a good man and you want to marry him, you will want to work on these things anyway.
So there you have it. 2023, 2022 as well was the year that the Passport Bros really blossomed and bloomed, and the movement has really began to grow. Some people may wonder, why is that? And some people know why. They just don't care. They would prefer to follow these brothers to these places and harass them and play all kind of games and post on social media that they're getting free drinks and pretend to speak the language, so on and so forth. First of all, salute to all the Passport Bros. Salute to all the passport holders. You brothers are blazing the way. Here's another short clip of 2 brothers that were overseas, went to the tailor. What happened is quite hilarious. Check this out.
I took my black friend to a tailor in Vietnam, and this happened.
I know him, y'all. I know him. I know this man.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is.
Now, the question has been asked before, and for shits and giggles, we'll ask it again. What makes a brother hop on a plane and travel halfway around the world to experience what it is that women in other parts of the world offer? Or the better question is, what is it that these brothers are trying to get away from? I wonder what it is.
If you can trigger a man the way that you want to trigger him, you then control how he thinks and how he feels. So when you trigger someone, you know exactly how to get a reaction out of them. You know exactly what to say, when to say it, how to say it, who to say it to, when to say it, or whatever. And you understand that once you trigger this person, they're going to do exactly what you know that they're going to do next. So if you want to hold any type of control, or if you want to get the person emotionally attached, you must use triggers to trigger them emotionally, trigger their ego, and all sort of things.
In closing, the treatment that women want, especially if it's something that takes a lot of effort, a lot of focus, a lot of concentration, sometimes a lot of money, that treatment is reserved for a special group of women, irregardless of race, but it's reserved for a special type of woman. The women in the comments had a lot to say, so I swung by their page to see, okay, you want this type of treatment. Are you the type of woman that this will be reserved for? And what I found was...
Fuck my baby dad. Bow, 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 bow. That's that booty meat. Hey, 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 hey. Look at them booty cheeks. Bow, bow, bow.
In closing, what I talk about on this channel is brothers having options, doing the work to have as many available options to you as possible. Whether or not you decide to travel abroad, whether or not you decide to stay here in the US, whatever the case may be, my main concern is that you brothers have options so that you can pick what works best for what it is that you want, for the outcomes that you want. Keep your powder dry, Keep your head on the swivel. That's all I got for y'all tonight. Big bro is gonna catch up with y'all. Y'all be good. Bet.